Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impression video for you guys today. This is going to be on one that's airing on High Dive. And I think this might be the last one that I am going to give my first impressions from High Dive. I think there's one more, but it's at least close to the last ones. It's called I'm Quitting Heroing, and it's an anime that didn't know much about other than the title itself giving me some hints, and I actually did enjoy the story. I think it's one of the better ones that High Dive is releasing this series. I thought it was going to be more of an isekai, and it really isn't. uh but it does have that feeling of an isekai, and I'll explain why. Just before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for everyone who's been subscribing lately. The channel is slowly growing again, so I do appreciate that love and support. If you're new, welcome yourself here in this video. I love to say hi to some of you guys, and if you're not new, but you never welcome yourself, do so as well. So thank you again for the support. Make sure you guys comment, like, and share on this video, so that way it could get a little bit more views. And yeah, let's talk about this anime from High Dive. I'm Quitting Heroing. Like I said, the setting itself is that medieval mentality where there's magic, and then there's the whole adventure guild type of set where the king sends you on missions. So it has that whole isekai setting, but it's not really an isekai. So essentially, in the beginning, we have this hero who shows up into the demon castle and says, "Hey, I'm the hero that basically almost killed your whole army. I want to apply to be part of your army now." So that's basically the beginning. And the demon king, which is a girl, or I guess queen you can call her, she's like, "No, I don't want, I don't want to deal with you. You done enough for us." So he basically goes and talks to the four commanders. And while talking to the four commanders, we essentially get the background story of how they got to this point. So let me start there. He basically was assigned by the king with a few other adventurers to go and basically try and kill the Demon King, or at least try to get some information out of them. The Demon King had sent an attack to the capital, or to villages of the capital, and essentially it was a threat, and they basically want to attack back. So they go and protect the villages, and they got them rid of the demons that were attacking. And after that, they went and tried to conquest the queen. Now, what happened during this whole time, according to the hero, is that the other adventurers were really just dead weight, and he was only doing it in the whole fact of the teamwork, keep the morale up. But essentially, after getting the villages free from the monsters, he decides to go on his conquest on his own to destroy the demon queen. And he actually fights all four of these generals that he's talking to about. So this is where we get the story from. The first general he fights he's a brute. He actually has pure muscle, very, very, very strong general. He in fact says you're probably the strongest one between all four of them, but you only use brute force, and that's the reason he was able to defeat him, because he used magic against him, and he was able to defeat him that way. Then he came across another general, which I forgot what his special ability was, but I think it was I think it was a long range combat, and he got close enough where he basically was weak. And then the third one, who we can't forget because she's very excited to see this guy again, is a beast general, and she essentially looks like she's 11, 10. And she also has amnesia, so she forgot the whole fact that she was a general, and she hanged out with the hero for a whole day and then realized, wait, I'm a general. So they started fighting, and he beat her up. Now, side note, she says that whenever there's a person who's strong enough to defeat them, then they must marry them. So now she's very infatuated with the hero and wants to marry him. But keep in mind, she looks like a little girl. The hero doesn't want to do anything to do with that. He's like, maybe when you're older, but you're a little right now. So the fourth general, who's supposed to be the strongest mage and the strongest one from all of them, was defeated pretty quickly because the hero basically, he nullified her magic, and she couldn't use magic, so it was basically a brute fight, force by force, and he was able to defeat her pretty easily. I just remember what the second one was about. The second one was actually he had taken over a church, I think, or something like that, and the hero used too much force. Like, he destroyed part of a village, and the village was against him for a bit. That was the story behind that, and that actually adds to the story because the hero continues his story with the fact that he went defeat the demon queen, and then he returned expecting to be, praised and loved by the people, and he wasn't. Everyone was saying that he was so strong that maybe he was a monster, maybe he was the threat, maybe people should be wary of him and stuff like that. So he basically became a target, or the next target for the people to hate. Right now that the demon queen was out of the way, they needed someone to hate, and they started hating this hero because he was so strong. They were afraid that he was gonna go and kill them and stuff like that. So the king, being a good king, calls the hero and says, hey, I need to listen to my people, and they don't like you. They're afraid of you. They think that you're gonna hurt them. So I'm gonna have to exile you. So he exiles the hero that helps him defeat the Demon King and basically restore the kingdom and stuff like that. And yeah, that's why he ends up essentially, putting one and one together, saying that maybe I should just go to the other side and help them out because they don't respect me here. And we find out the reason why at the very end of the episode, because eventually the general say, okay, yes, you can be part of us for now, hide your identity, that way the queen doesn't know who you are. We're gonna train, and then they make a whole plan, right, to actually go and rebuild their army. But at the end, we get this little snippet of why really he's there, and that's because he believes that the true reason that they lost was because the Demon Queen had given an order of don't kill if you don't have to kill. So a lot of these demons were not actually killing potential people who were used as pawns to basically destroy the army. And he's intrigued. Why did she give that order? Why does she want peace between the both kingdoms? So he's very intrigued in what she believes and really to find out what all that entails. So I think it's a good story. I really genuinely liked it. I think this is going to be maybe top 5. It could potentially be there. So I'm going to give this one a 7.5, very close to an 8 out of 10. It just surprised me. I enjoyed it. It was a good story. It was funny. It was witty. I'm intrigued. I want to watch more of it. I was hooked. And for it to come out from High Dive, I mean, not that I hate on High Dive because it does have good stuff, but most of the time my top 5s come out from Crunchyroll. So it's a pretty plus. Pretty good plus. So we'll see what happens in the next few episodes, and I'm excited to see what it all means, or what all happens in this anime. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I'll see you guys next time. I think I have one more anime that I'll be watching and giving my first impressions on today. So comment, like, and share, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.